Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later from our college, I get to know about XLR and I enroll in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exam to test our knowledge, and as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because he's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more, and after finishing the courses, I came from for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here, and thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Good evening, all. I hope you all doing well.
Good
Student?
evening, Shushmita.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Can we start,
Yeah.
sir?
Yes, absolutely. Just a minute. I'm plugging in my notepad, as in the drawing board, e-board. Just a
sure.
minute more, and then I'm ready.
Yeah,
And
sure, sir. No
yeah.
problem.
So switched on my camera. I hope I'm visible. And only thing I'm doing right now is to switch on my note. And where were we? Okay, we are on day 9. Right. Okay, good evening, everybody. A warm welcome to all of you, my dear Pythonistas, and to our venerable, revered faculty teachers who joined from around the country. Thank you so much for joining in, and lots of respect in regards to you. So we take forward yesterday's class where we had stopped with functions. We didn't finish it completely. So today we will try to finish off whatever was pending. Let's set up the agenda first. I'm just sharing my screen. Just a minute. And yeah, here is my screen. So we are going to set up the agenda, finish functions. And functions, what are we going to do? we are going to start today something called as map, reduce, filter. We will have a basic look at recursion. Okay. And okay, yesterday somebody, I think it was Sandhya Rani, who had asked me, what about the LGEB scope? So Sandhya, if you're just there, it's for you. Yes, map built-in function. I haven't explained once also. Haripriya, how can I explain it again? I will do it today. Okay. And Sandhya, you had asked about scopes, right? Enclosed, built-in, local, global. So I had said that I will again give you proper explanation tomorrow. I had given you for I think enclosed scope, but local that built-in was missed out, right? Yes, Shashank, I see your message. I will explain that also. I'm taking a note of it. LGEB scope. And then we will start something called as modules, namespaces, and packages today. Okay, so this will be the agenda for today. Let's try to finish as much as possible. So on the way, we will have MCQs, we will have fun with a little bit of programming here and there. So yeah, let's get started. So before we start today, I have something to show you. So every day you're learning something new in Python, right? Yes or no? Has the journey been exciting till now? Come on, I want some answers at least. Okay, thank you, Maruf. That's very sporty. You see, Maruf actually responds very fast. Thank you so much. Oh, Haripriya, thank you so much with an explanation mark. And guys, yes, okay, Sandhya, Sandhya Rani, Bashini, yes, okay. Vivek, yes, thank you guys. Thanks a lot. This means a lot to us, okay? Now, I was just thinking, can you start actually putting this into practice? Well, for me, yes, I have been working with Python for quite a while. So what I'm doing is I'm using it to learn new technologies. So today, when I had some time and before I joined your class, here's what I've been up to. Can you make a guess what is this all about? Can you make a guess what is this that I've done? Here's also a small description of what I've done. Let me see if you can recognize this. Let's see how many of you can answer. Not chatbot, Shashank. It's not chatbot. Okay, thank you, Shreya. Thank you, Shantanu. But sir, actually, I've completed my SPO major from Excel, so sir, when and how? Shantanu, please redirect all these questions to Shushmita madam or Amar sir. See, I'm not the right guy to comment on these. Okay, you understand my predicament, right? Oh, Haripriya, it's VS Code, that's fine. But what is it that I've done here? Can you make a smart guess? Okay, I will tell you. Rather, I will demonstrate to you what I have done. Okay. So I will set up my, let me first try to set up my ls, okay, dir in the cd crew tutorial and env slash scripts slash activate. Let me see if this works. Okay, dot .env is not recognized as this, as that. Okay, I always get this error. So what I will do is I will quickly sort this out. Okay. And I will set up a virtual environment. Okay, so just give me a moment. I'm just checking what I need to do. I have just forgotten the command, which is okay because I don't need much here in CMD. In CMD, it's actually in a different way than PowerShell. I'm just checking out the command, rejogging my memory to get the command, proper command, which as far as I think, I was quite okay with, but I don't know why it's throwing me an error. env / scripts / activate.bat. Does this work? Okay, this is saying venv is not this, not that. Okay, not a problem. I will quickly check it out. In fact, if you can quickly tell me the command. Yes, I have made a research blog and a topic using super tools. Okay, I'm just pausing it for a moment, my screen, because I will just check out my command. And which, by the way, I on off keep on forgetting. Okay, and which is absolutely okay because whenever I need it, I am creating cheat sheets where I can keep it and get it. Certain things you can keep as cheat sheets like this whenever you forget. Okay, so I think I am correct only. I will just set it up over here. Training. Okay. Okay. So I have been able to set it up. Okay, so my mistake happens because I always forget. I give, unfortunately, the forward slash instead of the backward slash. What is this? It's a virtual environment. Towards the end, I will try to give you a bit of idea about this as well. Okay, now I will clear off TLS, and then what I will do, I will run my script, my code. Okay, and what is it? It is called as 3_research_blog crew.py. Okay, so let's see, my blog should start anytime now. It's taking a bit of time to load up. And there are lots of libraries and all which are actually used in such cases. Yeah. So you see, it is asking me to enter a topic. Now, what I've done is I have created not only a AI agent, but a crew of agents, one for researching on a particular topic and the other for writing a blog based on that topic. So one of the agent is a researcher. The second agent is a content developer, content writer, skilled content writer. So I will give you future of Python programming. Okay, let's start. See, agents has sprung up to life. The research specialist is saying, okay, it's given a task, research about 3 to 5 interesting facts about future of Python programming. Okay, and the research specialist is thinking. Then it's coming back with a JSON response, which is being taken by the okay, so then again you see it's searching the internet also for me. It's doing a Google search, huh? Then it is refining and all that. And after that, it has thought a lot and all. It has done 2 or 3 iterations. Then it has completed its search and given it to the blog writer. So here's the blogging crew who is doing it, polishing it, and finally giving you a paragraph-based post. As we look ahead to 2025, Python remains a powerhouse in the programming world, particularly in AI, machine learning, and data science. Its popularity surged with a notable 7% increase in adoption from 2024 to 2025. Emerging trends like integration with WebAssembly and IoT are expanding Python's reach into edge computing. By the way, I told it to generate maximum 100 words. So although I haven't counted it, I think it has maintained that. Okay. So, right. Shashank, could you please explain this professional way of coding? Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm here. .venv path is not parsed properly. No, that was not the issue. It was the format. It's actually in Linux and yeah, there's a bit of difference. Okay, in Windows. Yeah. What are you trying to teach us on VS Code, Sandeep? Nothing. I am not teaching you anything. I'm just showing you how I have used Python today. So I have used Python to create a crew of agents, multiple agents, who is doing a research on topics for me and writing blogs for me. So it's just something above what I'm going to teach you today. So why don't you share with me such things tomorrow when you come back? If you're doing something interesting using Python, why don't you come back and share with me? I would be very interested to know. Okay. So don't worry, those of you who are saying VS Code, this, that, nothing. I'm just showing you my work. Okay, so there we go. Now, what we will do is, I'll just close this off, my dears. So by the way, I hope you are also encouraged when people tell you that what's the use of learning Python or programming, please tell them what this person and what the agent has found for you. Okay. Sandeep, I'm not using VS Code. You don't have to know anything about VS Code. Why are you worried? Did I tell you I'm opening VS Code? You also open? No, right? I'm not opened any VS Code. Don't get worried. Don't panic on unnecessary things. Okay. Now, Sandhya. Sandhya Rani yesterday had asked me a question, right? About the scope of variables. Let's start with Sandhya's question. Okay. Sandhya, in case you are there and you remember and you feel that I've remembered your question, you can please give me a shout out saying, sir, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, built-in scope. Why just built-in scope? I will tell you the entire LGEB scope itself. Okay. So what is the LGEB scope? That is, okay, have I opened the correct document? See, many documents are there. So in Python, variables can exist in different scope, where in the program, the variable is accessible, right? So yesterday we saw 2 scopes, global and local. Today we will expand it, including 2 more. Okay, one is called L, which is local. E is enclosed, G is global, B is built-in. Let's explore these with examples. Okay, so LGEB, LGEB. Now suppose we have a function f. Here I define a variable as x equals to local. And then I have another function within it, f1. Here I'm trying to use the local friend x. Then I call the f1. And then finally I call f. Let's see what happens, okay? So let's start programming it. And then only we will understand it properly. So more of this later. I'll come back to this. So now LGEB. LGEB scope. Okay, L stands for local. G stands for global. E stands for enclosed. And B stands for built-in. Okay. Now, come on, let's actually demonstrate it and see. So I think yesterday we had done one, but okay, let's still do that. Local scope. So let's say here there is something called x is equals to 20. I define a function def f, and here I say x is equals to 30. Then I print x. Okay. After that I call f, and then I print x again. Okay. So right, this is fair. Now one thing would have happened if suppose I wanted to use the global scope only within this function, then I would have had to say global x, which tells the interpreter that I am going to use the global variable x or global object x, and then I would have done x equals to 30. Now let's see what would have happened. Yeah, you see the global variable would have been changed from 20 to 30. Okay, this is the local scope. What about the global scope? Local, so we also saw the global scope, right? Local scope and global scope. Now what about the enclosed scope? Enclosed scope. Okay. Suppose there is a function f in which there's a variable y equals to hello or hello from f1, hello from f. Okay, and there's another function defined within it. It's a nested function f1, which prints y. Let's see what happens. Okay, then we call f1 within the function itself. Which function? Within f itself. And then outside the scope, we call f. Let's see what happens now. This is hello from f. What if I had defined here y equals to hello from f1, and then here print y, and here print y. Okay, let's put it with the f, say y, just to distinguish between the two prints. Now let's see what happens. So first one, so hello from f1. The second one is hello from f. Okay, just in case I would have changed this, we could have said non-local y. Now what would have happened? You see, so this would have changed to hello from y1. Okay, clear? Enclosed scope. Okay, is this clear till here? Good. So till this is clear. Okay, so now this is enclosed scope. There is one more now. What is built-in? Built-in scope. Now you have seen by now, and I've told you also before, that there are certain built-in functions in Python. Which are they? Like len, max, min. Okay. Then str probably. Okay. All these. Now suppose I do len of 1, comma 2, comma 3. What does it print? Let's see it. So it prints the length of the list, correct? What if I now say len is equals to ha ha ha? Now what? Print len. What does it do? Let's see. Ha ha ha. Whatever, now I try len 1, comma 2, comma 3. Let's see what this happens now. Now it gives an error. See, it says string object is not callable. It's not a function. Hello, it's not a function. Why? Because the built-in function len has been overturned by the definition, local definition. Okay, so this is called as built-in. Now be very careful. Now I can't use this till I restart my kernel again. Okay, so this is built-in scope. Understand? Okay. Sandhya, I hope this clears your doubt. Enclosed is confusing? Not at all, Vivek. I will explain it again. Not at all. It's not at all confusing. So do me a favor. Anybody who feels enclosed is confusing, please quickly take a piece of paper and whatever I have written here, you first copy it, write it down. Okay, please write it down quickly. Come on. Okay, if you have done that, now what you can do is see how does this work. So here, first there is a y. Okay, so if this you don't define anything, any other y within this, okay, so what happens is our local version of y is created. Okay, look at it. It's same like the global scope and local scope. Think of within this nested function, this is the global variable, this y, and this one now that I'm defining is the local variable. So naturally within this function f1, the local variable gets priority over the global variable. So I'm printing the y here. Then what? See, it's a nested function. So within function f, I am again invoking the defined function f1. Okay. And what does it? Then what do I do? Then I say, okay, then I'm again just printing within f function f, I'm printing the value of y just to demonstrate to you that when this first f1 happens, the control goes here. Let me try and annotate so that it's easier. The control goes here, and this is now the local function variable that is active. Okay, and it prints and comes out, and then when it comes here again, it's the enclosed variable. Okay, this y basically that is now active. Okay, so that is why hello from f1 and hello from f. So if I run this again now, if I run this is hello from f1 and hello from y. But if I declare this as non-local, y, this is telling the interpreter that I'm going to use this y over here, not a local within the function. Okay, not the enclosed one, the main one. Okay, then if I run it, you see, now this y has gotten changed. So this is the all that is there in the enclosed scope. Okay, I hope you understand it. It's as clear as daylight. Don't break your heads over it. Just see the flow of the program and you will understand everything thoroughly. If not, my next remedy for you is to actually try it out, which you need to do just now. Come on. No, in this case, Vivek, you can't use global. Okay, it's non-local that we have to use. So if you say, can you use global again? Okay, Haripriya, can you please explain again? Okay. Okay, let me try to explain this again. Okay, first you run it. I will explain again. I'm giving you 5 minutes. You please first type this out, these two functions. The cell number, this one, whatever it is, this cell number. I can't see a cell number here. I'm leaving it. This cell and this cell, you just try it out. I will tell you again. I will explain to you again. Okay, don't worry. Global is what is outside the function into the main scope. Yes, Maruf, I will do it, all that. You please try once again what I've said, just try it. Then we will look at all those combinations and permutations. Just try this. Don't put non-local first. Just say y equals to hello. Sorry. Okay, Sandhya, I will tell all these queries again. Local and enclosed, global. We'll tell all these difference again. Okay. You first finish off 5 minutes. I am not going to talk to you. You first finish off, analyze it, do all the changes I've told. So what's the time then? 9:38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. As per my laptop clock, 1943. So 7:43. No questions, nothing. First you will do it. You are going to drop me a message saying done, done, done at the end of 7:43. Not before that also. Then I am going to discuss these functions again and tell you all the local, non-local, and the other variety things that are there. Okay. Chalo, just finish up these quickly. Oh, okay, thank you. You have started confirming that you have done. Now let's understand this again. Okay. And Shashank, before I move off from this topic, please remind me about your questions as well. Okay. Thank you, Mahin, for confirming. And I see Aishwarya saying done, sir. Very good. Sorry. Okay. Right. Yeah. What I'm sorry, I forgot my earpods and I was speaking to you. And yeah, so what happens? See, first is F, okay? Def F. Now, within this function, I am defining other function called def F1. And here, suppose there is a variable x equals to 10. Okay, let's take this example. Now, then all that I'm doing within this is saying print x, then within this f, I'm invoking this function f1. Okay, once this is done, now I'm calling f itself. So what is happening? F has two descendants or two members. One is x and the other is function f1. So this x, it's like a global variable to this f1. Okay. And this is called as an enclosed variable. Okay, enclosed. Now, if I don't assign any variable here the same name x, okay, then in that case, what will happen is that this enclosed variable will be used. Now let's take the reading a bit again forward. Let's say we will print now def f, and within this x is equals to 10, then f1 def f1. Within this, I'm saying x is equals to 20. Okay. Now what happens if I print x? Okay. Then I'm going to invoke f1 within f and finally call f. Okay. So how does the membership status look like? So within f, there is x equals to 10 and f1. Okay. Within f1, there is x equals to 20. So this is now the local variable for this x, okay, for this f1, function 1. So naturally, the local variable here will get priority over this enclosed variable, okay. So here it will print, when this f1 is called, it will print 20, okay. Understood? Clear? So this was the enclosed variable and global variable scenario, local variable scenario. Now what happens, suppose if there is an enclosed variable and global variable, let's also look at that scenario, okay. Just in the meanwhile do this. Let's look at that scenario. So let's research, check it out, and learn things. Enclosed variable versus global variable. Okay. So here, say x is equals to 30, def f, which has got a local variable, enclosed variable, x is equals to 20, and def f1, okay, within which what do we have? We have a print x, and once I'm out of it, what do I have now? I am invoking f1 within f, and then what? In the main global area, I am invoking f again. Okay. Now let me run this. Just give me a moment. I've taken a cup of tea. I have a little bit of throat irritation, so need to keep my throat hydrated, and just setting the tea up as well. So in the meanwhile, you have a close look at the changes that I've done. Okay, so I'm ready with my tea. You can also catch up on something if you want, or wait till the break. Yeah. So let's run it now. So f is 20. Fantastic. Now let's do one thing. Let's try and see what if, I'm not sure how this will work. Okay, let's see global x. Now what happens? Oh la la. So x is 30, right? Okay. And what if non-local x? And then x is equals to 10. Then x is 10. Okay. So here's the hierarchy then. First, within nested functions, first the local variable is taken into account. Sorry, I made this non-local x. Now I will comment this off. X is equals to 10. Then what happens? Then f1 this prints x as 10, right? Okay. So what happens? First, the local variable is given priority, then the enclosed variable, then the global variable. If there was no x equals to 20 at all, no enclosed variable at all, what would it have printed? Let's see this. 30. Okay. So now you understand, my friends, my dear ones, understand now how this works. So first is the local, then is the enclosed, and then is the global. Okay. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Okay. Sandhya, specifically for you, is it clear? Okay. Thank you, Haripriya, for confirming. Yes, sir. Very good. Sandhya, what about you? It's clear. Okay, fantastic. So if it's clear, my dear ones, can you quickly make a note on this? Quickly take a note. Yeah, thank you, Sandhya, for asking this question. And thank you so much, guys, for trying it and asking again and again till you're clear. I really appreciate this spirit. Okay, so make a note quickly. Otherwise, tomorrow, when you come back, you're going to forget this. You will have digested it with your night dinner. Yeah. So quickly make a move. Quickly check it out. Okay. Right. I'm giving you 2 more minutes to make a note. Ashish Rahane. Well done, Ashish. Very good. I see that you all solved it properly. Sandhya, dancer. Thank you, Sandhya, for confirming. Vivek, how about you? Means because of priority, we can't use global. No, Vivek, it doesn't mean anything like that. Okay. It means if you want to use the local variable first within this function, only this variable x, which is valid for this F1 scope only, then use x. If you want to use this variable, which is also called as the enclosed variable, which is the variable within the enclosing function, then you use non-local x. And if you want to use the global x, which is available to all functions within this cell, then you use global x. That's all, my dear. It doesn't mean because of priority I can do this, I can't do that. Okay. I hope you understand the core message behind this LGEB scope. By the way, I think it should have been LEGB. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. It should actually be LEGB. Okay, Adina, thank you so much for confirming. Thank you, Bashini. Okay, you guys rock. Vivek. Okay, thanks. Vivek has finally sent me a smiley, and I'm so happy about it. Great. So, which scope is mostly used? Hari Selvam, it depends on the application. Generally, within function, we use the local scopes. Okay, unless and until it's necessary to modify the global scope or the enclosed scope. Okay, so great. Now that is done. We have another 6 minutes for our break. And now what I will do is my friend Shashank has been asking me a question since yesterday. Yeah, Shashank, please. Can you please explain? Okay. API. Okay. So Shashank, you said string pool ID function, why store account and phone as strings. Shashank, I'm not sure of the string pool. Can you just tell me what you mean by string pool? Shashank, if you're there. Okay, I'm not sure what he means by string pool. ID function. Okay, Shashank has raised a very good point. Just say, what is the ID function? See, my friends, ID function basically refers to the memory location of a particular object. So when I say x is equals to 20, so I am creating an object, numeric object 20, which is referred by this identifier x at some memory location. At which memory location is this object located is returned by this ID function. Okay. And the last question, Shashank, which you had, why store account and phone as strings? Isn't it quite natural, Shashank? Phone number phone number will always be string, right? As in you have +91 dash. So you can't say that, okay, my phone number will only be 10-digit numbers. If you're sure about it, you can store it as numbers. But if you're not, you have to store it as strings, right? If it comes with dash or some extensions or a landline number, correct? Account numbers, similarly, you may have accounts which are plain numerics or maybe it's alphanumeric. So better to go with a string. String stored separated. See, the thing with mutable values, remember this, my friends, it is like this. When you declare mutable values, usually what happens? Some extra memory space is allocated for them, be it dictionaries, be it list, etc. But for immutable variables, they are not allocated extra memory space. That's the major difference. There's no thing like they're stored very differently. No, they're stored in the RAM memory. Okay. Got it? Does that answer your question, Shashank? Got to know that account phone number shall not be changed by hackers. No, not really. See, don't think like that, my friend. Suppose, where will hackers act in? They will log into the database and hack it. No. You store it as string, you store it as integer, they can change it. Correct. Okay. Mutability concepts are a bit different here. It doesn't mean that hackers can't change it. Not like that. Okay, don't get into that wrong idea. When a string values change, ID changes. Obviously it should. Let's verify it. Obviously it should. Okay, so name is Shashank. Okay. What is the ID now? Okay. Print ID. Now I make the change. I change it all to caps. What is the ID now? See, they are different, right? They are different because these are two different objects now. Shashank, remember the first rule? Identify as a case sensitive. So Shashank with a capital S only is one object. And when this was created, okay, so what happens is again, let me again draw it for you. I've done it before. So here was name. Okay. When I created Shashank, the object with capital S, S-H-A-S-A-S-H-A-N-K, Shashank, this was the object 1. Now when I created another object, Shashank, then this is gone. This identifier now identifies this object. So this is gone. Most probably it will cleaned off also. It will be cleaned off by the garbage collector internally. Okay. You get this concept absolutely clear, my dear ones. Okay, students. Fine. ID definition, Maruf. ID just returns the memory location of the object. Name, this is a string object. At what memory location is this object stored? This is returned by the ID function. Okay, yeah. Yes. If you think this was fruitful and have been able to answer your queries and be of some help to you, then please drop me some smiley icon or something icon so that even I will feel good. Okay. Anyway, I am having a throat trouble today. So I am actually trying my best so that you don't, so that I can still speak and reply to you. And if you feel it has helped you, please drop me a smiley icon. Every string and yes, any object created will have a unique ID. Vivek, any object created will have a unique ID. Okay. Thank you, Adina. Very nice. Thank you, Aishwarya. Thanks. So I am also sending all of you a smiley icon. Can I send Trishmita icons? I don't know. I don't have one here. Okay. I'm sending all of you lots of smileys so that you don't feel the class to be drab and boring. Okay. So now let's do one thing. Okay. Thanks, Kaushik. And thank you, Varshika. Very encouraging words. Thank you so much. So, yeah. Okay, Vivek, thumbs up. Thanks. Professional way of coding. Shashank, hold on. I haven't started the main class today. I will definitely tell you again. Make a note of it. Maybe towards the end of the class today or tomorrow. I will tell you. It's there in my mind. Thank you, Sandhya. Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you, Maruf. Okay, thank you, Kaushik. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I need to get some more tea. And what about you? You need to get some, you can go out, stretch out, take a deep breath, come back. Let's reassemble at what? Let's reassemble at around 8:15, okay? It's nearly 8:05, so around 8:15, let's reassemble. Break till 8:15. Once we are back, we are starting some heavy topics, a bit theoretical. So please come with that patience. That's why I gave you a bit longer break today. Because now what I will have to tell will be a bit theoretical, and there's a big chance that you will get puzzled. But hold on, we will work on it together and we will learn it like we have learned these LGEB scopes. Okay, guys. See you on the other side of the break. Okay, so guys, I'm back, and I just realized that I have not completed map reduce filter and this one for you, right? Map reduce. The map I think I told you yesterday, and that's why one of you was asking, please explain map again. Okay, now I get the context. Map reduce filter and then what? Recursion. Okay, let's look at these important concepts. Map, just to recapitulate, map is a built-in function. What it does is that it takes two parameters. One is another function, and second one is a iterable. Then what it does is it takes one item at a time from the iterable, passes to the function, and whatever is the value returned by that function, it stores in a map object. Okay, map object, which can be actually converted back, typecast back to a list or tuple. Okay, so just to give an example again, here's what map will be doing. So with map, now pay attention here, absolutely just focus on this part, huh? So map, let me say there is a list or there is a string. Okay, string name is equals to hello. Okay, so I will create another string which will be all comprised of all uppercase characters. So what I will do is that let me write a function f upper. It takes one character, and what it does, it return char dot upper. Okay, that's it. This is what it will return. Now map object equals to map. So pass to it this character function f upper and also this string. Let's see what it contains. Okay, so this is run. So I will say map object. So string list is equals to list of map object and print string underscore list. Let's see what comes out of it. Okay, so you see what was done here is, let me annotate again. So here there was a hello, right? H E L, all in small, sorry, hello. Bad painting skills. It takes as H E L L O. Right, so each of this character is passed by this map function to F upper, which returns it back as a uppercase every time. And this is stored by the map function in a container, which you can think of something like a list only. Okay, and this container is a map type container, okay, or map object. Now, when you typecast this container to a list, so each individual element is retrieved from this map object. Okay, yeah, got it? I hope you understood what I'm trying to say, what I've presented. Okay, so till this it's okay. Okay, now let's do one more thing. Now let's take the next one, which is called filter function. Okay. So filter function. So what is the use case here? Filter is also a built-in function. So this also takes two parameters. One is a function, other is a iterable. Okay. So what does the function do? First parameter, it returns a true or false. For example, let us write a filter function to filter out vowels from a string. Okay. So here it goes, filter vowels equals to filter. Okay, first, let me say def filter vowels. This takes a character again. Let's say if char dot upper in A E I O U, then what? Then return true, which is Boolean, else return false. Okay. Now, just to explain how this will work, let me pass a function here. Let me invoke the function print filter vowels, and character is, let's say, A. Okay. So what does it return? It returns true. What if I pass B? It will return false. Okay. Now the filter function will take both of these as parameters. Filter, let's say vowels filtration, vowels filter obj object is equals to filter what? We have over here, we have filter vowels. And what? Let's take the string. Okay. Let's take a string hello. Okay. Now what I will do, I will remove this. And then I will print by typecasting this into a list, or this time I will convert it into a tuple. So what does it print? See, it tells me in the string HELLO, there are two vowels, which are E and O. Okay, so what has this done? Now let me annotate again here. So what it has done, my dears, is very simple. It is saying that take the hello string, take out every character from this string. Who is taking it out? This filter is taking it out and passing to filter vowels. So every character, see, and filter vowels is returning a true or false for each of these characters. If filter vowels returns a true, then filter function, built-in function, it stores that particular character within a container, which is called as a filter vowels filter object. Okay, vowels filter object. and it is of type object filter. Okay. Only those which are filtered out by true or false, those characters are stored here. Okay. And then I can typecast this into a tuple or a list. So this is how stored. Okay. These letters of hello are stored in container, which is a map object. Yes, Haripriya, correct. Yeah. Similarly, Aisha, you have not understood the use case. I will tell you again. I understand your question, but that's the use case is a bit different. I will discuss this. So this is what happens to the filter object. Okay, right? Finally, there's one more called reduce. So this you don't get as a built-in function like map or filter. Reduce comes with, so I'll just first remove all this. Okay, reduce basically, I think from func tools, there's a library called function tools and code reduce. Correct. Now reduce, what it does, it takes a function like this. Okay, so here it takes a function and a source. Okay, so let me again write a function def f read, which takes two parameters, let's say a comma b, and it returns the sum of a plus b. Now the reduce takes this function as its first input and an iterable, let's say a list of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will return a single, this will return a single function, this will return a single values. That's a sum of numbers is equals to reduce, right? So print sum of numbers. Okay, so 10. What the reduce does is, look, my dears. First, let me annotate again for you. Okay, so first, so reduce takes this number, function fred, and to it keeps on passing parameters. Okay, so first a is set to 0 and b is passed as 1. Who passes it? This reduce function pulls this out and passes. So fred returns 1. Okay, next a is now initialized to 1 and the next parameter that is passed by reduce is b, which is equals to 2. So total sum now is 3. So a is initialized to 3. Now next again reduce passes to fred b, a as 3, b as equals to 3. So sum becomes 6. Now this 6 is passed as a to fred by reduce, and then b is passed as 4. So total sum finally comes as 10. Okay, so this is how the reduce function works. I understand you might be wondering what is all this. It's okay. You first solve this. We will talk later after that. Now I have one assignment for you, which is quickly solve these three what I've done, copy them, and then in the map function, can you convert this f upper, okay, def f upper to a lambda function within the map function itself. I want this we converted into a lambda function within the map function itself. Okay. Did you get my question? Could you follow my question? Okay, Aisha, I will talk to you. I will tell you. Definitely, I will tell you. Filter and reduce whatever. But first, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes, maybe a bit less. Okay, I'm giving you 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a bit too more. Okay, 5 minutes. Try finishing with 5 minutes. Then we will see. Okay. Finish this. If you want to refer my code, it is okay, but please type out on your own. Okay. Then what? Then this one, filter, then reduce. I'm sending you the 3 codes as well on the chat window. So here it comes. Shushmita, don't drop any link right now. Please, means just hold on till I share these functions. Don't drop a link right now. People joining in for just the links can wait a while. Okay, then what? Then this one, filter. And finally, this one is reduce. Okay. So these 3 you will finish. You will type these out on your own. Please don't copy paste and run it. There's a reason why I'm telling you. Otherwise, this will always keep on puzzling you. Okay. And finally, convert the f upper function inside map to a lambda function. Let me see how well you remember the lambda function that we have done yesterday. Come on, guys. Yes, Varshika, I have now written the question to you, given you. No problem, Atharva. You no need to zoom my screen. I will zoom it any which ways, but I've given the questions and I have also actually given you the code also for the first 3 cases. Okay. So don't refer my screen now. Refer what I've given you and work on it. Nagesh, how to initialize function tools and how to implement the tuples in Python. So, Nagesh, I didn't understand your question, dear. Okay. Just rephrase it for me, please. I have no PC, Vaibhav. Why you don't have a PC? It's mandatory. You need to. Why don't you have a PC? No problem. Today, just make a note, whatever I'm saying, take notes, go through the recordings. I passed to just now. Okay. Okay, and still you have joined. Very good, Vaibhav. Okay. So, Vaibhav, What you can do, I will just think through. You have a tablet or anything, Vaibhav, mobile? Okay. You have a mobile. In mobile, it's a bit tough, but you can refer online editors. I will give you a link for an online editor today, okay? Which you can open even in your PC. But again, it is a bit tough for you. It will be a bit tough for you. So, if you can, just see, even if you buy a good second-hand laptop, it is good enough. A lot of refurbished laptops are there. Or at least try to buy a tablet, yeah? Okay. I don't know your like what is feasible for you, but you will need one immediately. Okay. Thanks. Okay, I already have an answer from Maruf. She has successfully done this. She's converted it into a lambda function. Very good, very good. Now, Maruf, why don't you try the same with filter also, then try writing it as a lambda function. Those of you who have been able to convert a map into a lambda function, why don't you try converting the filter into a lambda function? Very good, Varshika. I see Varshika also has covered it. Very nice. Excellent. Ramya Shri. Yeah, Ramya Shri, thank you. I'm sorry I should have thought through this before also. But yeah. Okay. And Ramya Shri, quite quiet today. Usually you come back with quick responses. Yeah. Hope everything is okay at your end. Okay, Vaibhav. Very nice, Vaibhav. Okay. You note all the things, go through the recordings, try online compiler. Yeah. Okay. I really appreciate your sincerity. Okay, finish off. We have one more topic, which is recursion. Okay. Come on, another 2 minutes. Then I will start with recursion. It's a bit complex topic. It makes my head go dizzy. Very good, Vivek. Very nice. Well done. I can see you guys are coming out of that initial hesitation. Extremely happy to note this. Okay, guys, now you can stop, please. We will discuss something called as recursion. Okay. For this, I will use my cheat sheet again. Today we couldn't start with modules. Tomorrow we will have to start with modules. Okay. So recursions, what it means? Yeah, it means something happening again and again and again. Like that Inception movie in which that person has a dream within a dream within a dream, right? So it's something like that, recursion. Now, you can't have a dream within a dream within a dream infinitely, right? Somewhere you have to break off. That point of breaking is called as break point. Okay. So recursion basically happens when a function calls itself again and again and again. It's like that old days that movies would come, no, there would be that echo. The hero would say, hello, hello, hello. Okay, right? So that echo would come back. So it's like this function calling itself again and again till it encounters a breakpoint. Okay. So two things to note here is that the function calls itself again, but with a different parameter. Let's say if first time the original function was called with a number 5, the second time it will probably call itself with parameter 4 till it comes and it has to call with parameter 1, in which case it will return a value which is a breakpoint as 1. Okay. So there is thus a breakpoint. So there are different levels till a breakpoint is obtained. Okay. Yeah. So over here, I'll just write it out for you. Oh, sorry. I think, guys, those of you students who stay in hostel, it's becoming your dinner time. So I will try to finish this concept soon, but just hold on. Okay, this is a bit complex topic. Just don't lose focus now. Okay. So a recursive function is a function which calls itself again and again till a breakpoint is met. Recursive function is a function calling itself again and again till a breakpoint. So we have to understand what will be the breakpoint. Okay. So over here, let's say function of, let's say factorial of a number. What is the factorial of 5? It is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Correct? Right? Yes. So over here, what we will do is this function will say if n equals to 1, return 1. Okay. Or if n equals to 0, return 1. If n equals to 1, then also return 1 else. Else return factorial fact of n minus 1, n into factorial of n minus 1. Okay. Let's call this function and see. Okay. Now call this function fact of 5. Okay. Print of fact of 5. So it returns 120. Now let's break this down and understand how recursion works. So if you understand this one, later things you have to practice, but you will understand the others also. Okay. So we won't waste much time on it right now because we have a lot of other topics to cover. This in itself can be a 1 day session. Okay. So factorial of 5, what does it take? It returns 5 into factorial of 4, right? Factorial of 4, what does it return? 4 into factorial of 3. What does factorial of 3 return? 3 into factorial of 2, correct? And 2 returns 2 into factorial of 1. What does factorial of 1 mean? It is 1, right? So this becomes 2 into 1. So what does this whole thing become? Becomes 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so which is equals to 120. Okay, clear? So this is what is factorial of 5 when termed in terms of recursion. Okay, I hope you have understood this concept. Yeah? Any doubts? Sorry. Yeah? Any question? Samath? No doubt, sir. Okay, thank you, Samath. Very good. Excellent. Okay. If no doubt, you can start writing the code for the factorial of 5 using what? Recursion. So the breakpoint here would have been n equals to 0 or n equals to 1, either of the two. Okay, Atharva, thank you. Then in that case, you can finish off this function. And then today, before I end off, I will take 2 minutes to start a small segment called as Tech News. Tech News for the day. Okay. So I will start this segment. I won't take much time for this. So it will be called as Tech News for the day. Whenever I am getting some tech news, so I will try to share with you at the end of the session, not more than 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys, so if you're finished, you can stop it for today. If you have doubts, quickly, 2 minutes, I can take your questions. Or otherwise, I would like to share some insights from the tech world. Why? Because many of you are going to pass out in few years from now, you be technocrats, tech engineers, etc. So you should know how the tech world is evolving, right? Because that's where most of you will be working on. Okay. So basically, so today's tech news is something that interested me very much. And what I see is that this will have huge implications for us in the next 5, 10 years, especially for you people who are graduating. So India is building on $18 billion worth of semiconductor projects. Okay. A part of this project is in actually producing 7 nanometer chips. Okay. And it's also working with global giants in designing 2 nanometer chips. Now, what are these nanometer chips? Basically, there's is how small is the distance between the two, yeah, how closely spaced components can be, so that the more closely spaced, the more components can be put into the chip, right? So 7 nanometer chips are actually not of much great use because already the global players like TSMC, IBM, they're already working on 2 nanometer chips. And so what we are doing now is just a catch-up game, but it will still bring lot of self-reliance in the electronic world for us, especially in the field of defense, where we can't take things from outside, where we can't be reliant on others. Okay, so this is one very big news I saw, and this 2 nanometer chips will change AI systems very much. Very high powered, high end GPUs will come in. A lot of new computers will come in, which will work on these chips, and they will be extremely fast and powerful. Okay, for all you guys looking at a career in electronics, so it will be a very good thing. Okay, so that was the tech news for the day, what I could get through, and whatever new I come up with, if there's something, that last 2 minutes of the day I will keep for the tech news. So with that, let us wrap up. Thank you very much, guys, for being so interactive and being so punctual and dedicated. Tomorrow, new day, new evening rather, lot of new topics coming up, and we will continue the search in this big, beautiful world of Python. Okay, okay, Sandhya, last question, sir. Please tell me if I write x equals to 10 and y equals to 10, IDs will be changed or not. Sandhya, I will tell you. But before that, you first verify this and come back to me. Then I will tell you whether it's changed. If it's changed, why it's changed. If it's not changed, why it's not changed. Okay. First thing is, you will have to try out things on your own. Okay. So yeah. Thank you, Ramya. Thank you so much, Aishwarya. Thank you to you as well. Thanks a lot, Varshika. Okay. Yeah, Sandhya, tomorrow you are going to tell me the answer. First thing, remind me, even if I forget. So you will remind me. And Shashank, tomorrow I will try to answer your question on coding, functional decomposition, typings, etc. Professional way of coding. About your last question, I didn't understand, Prashant, Shashank, what you were saying, dir function, dir upper. We can discuss it tomorrow as well. So my request to Shushmita, thank you so much, Mahin. Shushmita, my request to you, please, tomorrow, first 10 minutes, keep for these questions that our friends like Shashank and Sandhya Rani they are having, and anybody else who is there. Small Python project. I would love to do it, Samarth. Only thing is, I don't know how much we will be able to cover. I have in mind something. Let me see. So maybe we will have to move a bit more faster. Thanks for the suggestion. Thank you so much, Shini. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so happy that you're finding it useful. Thank you, Himanshu. Thanks a lot, and you guys have a great evening ahead. Again, thanks a lot to all of my dear student friends. And again, thank you, and also a big thank you to our revered faculty members. Thank you, sirs and madams. Good night. Yeah. Sushmita, over to
Yeah.
you, just in case you have something to add.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We'll definitely tomorrow for 10 minutes, we'll keep for the question part in the starting of 10 minutes. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
sure.
Thank you so
Thanks a
much.
lot.
Good night. Yeah.
Bye. Good night. Good night, all.
Yeah, so dear students, just a reminder, please mark your attendance. Attendance link is on a chat. Kindly mark your attendance without any fail. So yeah, we are good to go. We'll wind up for the day. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Good night, everyone.